Iterative constructs in Java. Loop. A loop is a set of instructions that are repeatedly executed until a termination condition is met. There are two basic types of loops, definite loop and indefinite loop. Definite loop performs up to given limit. Means when you know how many times the loop should be executed, whether 5 times, 10 times, n number of times, then you will be using definite loop. But when you don't know how many times the loop will be executed, that time you can use the indefinite loop. For loop is a definite loop, and while, do while, these are the indefinite loop. But we can use while loop also for definite loop, because we can write down the number of iterations, perfect iterations in the while loop also. So while and for we can say as a definite loop, while can be indefinite loop also. In every loop, there are 4 steps included. First is initialization of the variable, execution, test for a specified condition, and the fourth one is incrementation or decrementation of the counter. Each and every loop has got these 4 steps. Now, during the example explanation, I'll be explaining you all these 4 steps in every loop. There are 2 types of loop constructs. Please don't get confused between the types of loop and loop construct. The types of looping constructs are entry control loop and exit control loop. Entry control loop, test expression is evaluated before each iteration. Means before the iteration starts, it checks the condition. If the condition is true, if the test expression is true, then only it executes the iteration. But in case of exit control loop, first it evaluates certain statements and then it checks for the condition. Do while is the example of exit control loop, whereas for and while are the examples of entry controlled loop. Let's see the flowchart of the while loop. See, initialization is there, then the condition is checked. If the condition is false, the loop will be terminated. But if the condition is true, the loop will be executed, and again it keep on executing, checking the condition. If it is true, execute the loop, again go up, check the condition. If it is true, execute the loop. So this way the looping will go on and on. But in case when the condition becomes false, it goes to the termination of the loop. Now let's see the syntax of the while loop. While is a fundamental looping statement. It repeats a statement or a block of statements while the expression that controls it is true. Expression is any Boolean expression. Let's see the syntax of while loop. Initialization, while, test expression, and inside the curly braces, you have to write down the body of the loop or the statements which you want to execute, and then the incrementation or decrementation. For example, if you want to print 1 to 10 numbers, then what will be the initialization? Integer num is equals to 1. As we have to start printing the numbers from 1, the num value will be, initial value of num will be 1. While num less than equals to 10, this is the test expression, or we can say the condition. Is this condition is true? Is the value of num is less than equals to 10? Yes, the value is 1. Num value is 1 and it is less than 10. So it will get inside the curly braces this block. What is there in this block? The statement which will be printing the value of num, that is 1 will be printed. Then 1 will be incremented. Again it will go up, check the condition. Is 2 is less than 10? Yes. So it will print the value 2. It will increment the value of num. It will become 3. Again it will go up. Is 3 is less than equals to 10? If yes, Again it will print the num and the value of num will incremented. It will become 4. This way, this value of checking the value of num, printing, incrementing, checking, this will continue till the value of num is less than equals to 10. As soon as it becomes 11, this loop will get terminated. Now let's write down this simple program using a BlueJ IDE. I'll create a new class. The name of the class is numbers. Now we are creating over here a definite loop because we know that we have to print 1 to 10 numbers and the loop will be executed only 10 times. So we can, as I told you, while loop can be used for the definite and indefinite loop. So let's start the program. Public static void main. Then we have to do the initialization, right? Integer I equals to 1. Then give the test expression while I less than equals to 10. No termination with the semicolon over here. Statement is not ended, while statement is not ended with the semicolon. Now here what we have to do, if the condition is true, we have to print the value of I. So system dot out dot println I, as we have to print the value of I is a variable. We are not going to write down in the double quotes or in single quotes. Just write down the I in the bracket. So the value of I will get printed. Now we want to increment the value of I by 1. So I plus plus, complete the main while over here. So here I am writing while loop ends. Then I am completing the main loop. So here I am writing the comment main ends, and then I am writing the comment over here class ends. Now let's compile the program. No syntax error. Close it and let's check the output of the program. Yes, you can see the output of the program. It is printing 1 to 10 numbers. This is the output of previous program. One more program I am going to explain you. See, this is 1 to 10 numbers are printed on the screen. I can clear the screen once again and once again I can execute the program. Can you see the output is 1 to 10 numbers are printed? Now if you want to print 1 to 100 numbers, you will just write down the test condition over here up to 100. If you want to print 50 numbers, then you will just write down over here 50. Yes, if you want to print 25 to 50 numbers, so starting value will be what? Initial value will be 25 and the test expression you'll be giving I less than equals to 50. Let's compile the program and check the output. Now if you want to clear the screen, you can give the command over here system.out.println. You can give the Unicode character /U000C. Just write down this in double quotes and you will see the output on the cleared screen. Previous program's output will not be shown. Now can you see over here? All the numbers from 25 till 50 are printed on the separate lines. Yes? So this way, if you want to print the numbers in increment of 5, then instead of I plus plus is doing what? It is just increment the value by 1. But if you want to increment the value in multiples of 5, 25 to 50 in multiples of 5. So you can write down what? I plus equals to 5. What does it mean? I is equals to I plus 5. Now let's check the output. What we will get output? All the numbers from 25 to 50 in multiples of 5 got printed on the screen. I hope everyone has understood the basic program of the for loop. Now we are going to write down one more program of the for loop in which we will be write a program to accept a number and add digits of that number. For example, if you input the number 1, 2, 3, 4, output will be what? Sum of its digits, that is 10. Means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. So the sum of the digits 10. So what we are going to do over here, we are going to use the modulus operator for separation of the digits. Each digit will be separating, but we will not be separating it from the left side, we'll be separating it from the last digit. Last digit will be separated, then the second last digit will be separated. This way we'll be separating from the right hand side one digit. Now for separation, we'll be using the modulus operator. Now modulus operator is used for what? Modulus operator is used to get the remainder. It divides the number and retains the remainder. After getting that number separated, means if you divide 1, 2, 3, 4 modulus 10, if you write down, you will be getting the answer 4. That is 4 is the remainder. Then that remainder you will be adding into the sum. Okay. So you will be using one variable sum and you will be writing sum is equal to sum plus rem. That remainder you will be adding into the sum. And then to get the next number, you will be dividing the number by 10. Now let's write down this program. But before that, if you want, I can show you the logic of this program with the simple dry run of the program. Suppose you enter a number 1, 2, 3, 4 as an input. The rem value, initial value of rem is 0. Rem means remainder I have taken. Sum is equals to 0 and num is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we are going to do? Num modulus 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4 modulus 10. What answer you will be getting? Remainder will be 4. That 4 you are adding into the sum. That is 0 plus 4 is equals to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 divide by 10. Why? Because we want to get the next number for the separation. So if you divide 1, 2, 3, 4 by 10, you will be getting the quotient 123. 123 or the answer of division, that is 1, 2, 3. Then that 1, 2, 3, again what you are going to do? 1, 2, 3 modulus 10. So that 3 will get separated. Then add that 3 into the previous value of sum, that is 4. 4 plus 3 is equals to 7. The new value of sum you have got, that is 7. Then 1, 2, 3 divide by 10. You will get the number 12. Again 12 modulus 10 is equals to 2. Add that 2 into the previous value of sum, that is 7 plus 2 is equals to 9. Then 12 divided by 10 is equals to 1. 1 modulus 10 is equals to 1. 9 plus 1 is equals to 10. 1 divided by 10 is equals to 0. Yes, so we have to give the condition that while the value of n is greater than 0, as soon as it becomes 0, yes, the condition becomes false and the loop gets terminated. Okay, so let's write down this program using the BlueJ IDE, the program to find out the sum of digits. We will be using the scanner class for importing for accepting the number. Scanner class, let's import. The first step of the scanner class is import java.util.star. Yes, then let's write down public static void main. Yes, this is everyone knows the step 1 of the scanner class. And next we are going to write down the object of the scanner class. Scanner sc is equals to new scanner system.in. This is the step 2 of the scanner class. I'm just writing the comment over here. We are going to write down the message in the terminal window, that system.out.println. Enter any number. Integer num is equals to sc dot next int. This is the third step of the scanner class. If you are accepting the integer number, you have to use next int, float, next float, These are the various method: next float, next line, next double. These are the methods of the scanner class. Now we have to accept integer value, so we have used next int method. So number is accepted. Now we require the variable rem for storing the remainder. We require the variable sum for storing the sum. We initialize both these variables with 0 and we declare the data type as integer. Okay. Now while num greater than 0, this should be the condition. Till the value of num is greater than 0, what we are going to do? We are going to find out the rem. And how we are going to find out the remainder? Number, that num modulus 10. Then you will be getting the remainder. This remainder you are going to add into the sum. So sum is equals to sum plus rem. What is the value of sum? 0. 0 plus whatever is the remainder you will be getting. Then to get the next number, num is equals to num divided by 10. This is such a simple program. These 3 steps we are going to repeat again and again till we get the value of num 0. And then at the end of the loop, we will be writing over here system.out.println sum of digits is plus, where we have stored the sum in the variable sum. Yes, you can write down the comment over here. While loop ends. And here you can write down main ends, main method ends over here. Here the class ends. Let's compile the program. No syntax error. Close it. And let's execute the program. Enter any number. Suppose you enter the number 1, 2, 3, 4 as is given in the example. Can you see sum of digits is 10? Have you all followed this? If you want to get the output on the clear screen, at the beginning only you can write down the command system.out.println /u000 C, and you can get the output on the cleared screen. Enter the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose this number I have entered. The sum of the digits is 20. 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 15 plus 5, 20, right? Yes, I hope everyone has followed this. Thank you so much.